Hello, everybody. My name is Rashida, and today we are going to be focused on storage devices using Linux and Windows. This is for my cybersecurity 515 class, and yeah, let's get on with it. So for right now, we're going to be focusing on a few things. We have file system structures, Linux versus Windows. Within those, we will be talking about the similarities as well as the differences. We will look at both programs within a business perspective, how they correlate to any type of business, whether they're large or small. We will take a look at storage solutions, enterprise networks, and take a look at the Christian's perspective. Basically, we're just taking an ethical approach. Structures of file systems. A file system is basically anything that stores and retrieves data on a device using certain programs. Again, we're taking a look specifically at Linux and Windows. Linux focuses on root directories, data storage format, partition, or logical volumes. Windows, they kind of have a little bit more, they kind of have a little bit more of a structure and different more programs that they can use, like storage components, volumes, directories, and files. The similarities and the differences. Under Linux, you can kind of create a directory structure for disk-based files, whereas on Windows, data is stored on drives and folders. Generally, in Linux, directories are referred to as folders, and in computing, hierarchies are referred to as file systems. And in order to keep files organized, Linux uses tree structure. It begins by using root file systems. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the business perspective for both programs. For Linux, it's free of charge. I remember using it within this class, and I didn't have to make any type of payments or even, sign up for like any type of free trial or anything like that. Depending on level of difficulty, it could range from moderate to difficult. Again, I was able to kind of maneuver through it pretty quickly. Regardless of the size or the scope of the organization, this function could be performed by anyone. Like I said, it's either a regular student coming in or somebody who's been doing it for years. It's a pretty easy program to use, and there are a limited number of programs available, which is true. It's kind of like whatever's on there is what you can use. I mean, there are ways that you can download other programs, but again, like the space is limited. But depending on what you can kind of adjust the data that's being downloaded. For Windows, though, a number of factors kind of determine the price, including the version and the number of licenses required. I'm quite sure all of you guys understand, Windows 10 and Windows 11 is an extremely user-friendly product. No matter what the size of the company is, it can be used, and there are a large number of programs available. Linux storage solutions, there's two. There's FIDO and Ceph. FIDO usually sharing, hosting, and synchronizes files. It was created in 2009. It developed in PHP and JavaScript programming language. A web server is required to run the application, so you can't just get on anytime you want. Increasingly popular among a variety of organizations. Ceph was created earlier, of course. It was created by Sagewell in 2007. It was primarily written in C++ and Perl, which kind of makes sense because C++ came out pretty early. It's very reliable and efficient according to the research, and larger corporations primarily use this service. Windows storage solutions, they have cloud and NAS. Cloud is accessible from anywhere with an internet connection. It's possible to save multiple copies. It's very inexpensive, and it is ideal for use as a backup system. Google Chrome or any type of Google products, they kind of use a cloud system. NAS data can be accessed if there is a network connection. Large corporations will benefit from this product, and the equipment that you need to use this, it kind of so from what I've read, it's kind of somewhat expensive. So that's why most people just use the cloud. The Christian perspective, philosophical ethics deals with what's right and wrong in decision making. Data collection ethics refer to a set of principles that can affect past decisions and actions. Basically, is what I'm doing right or wrong, is how I took that. As a Christian, you want to make sure that you want to be honest and true. Therefore, like, if you're not allowed to access certain files, don't even try, because then it gets to like hacking. Some people do say that there's such thing as a good hack, which I do believe, but if you're hacking or trying to get into people's personal files and things of that nature with malicious intent, I feel like that is against the moral code or the Christian way. Here are my references. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my presentation, and enjoy the rest of the evening.